What up, squad? It's been a couple days since I made a video. Yeah, I've just been really going through some hard stuff lately, and I'm really trying not to get emotional about it, but just going through some really hard things right now. I'm starting to keep a positive mindset, because before, when something like this would have happened, or something very like unexpected, something very very hard in the past, I would have withdrawn into myself and probably went back to like binge eating, or just like doubting myself. But this past week I've just been doing a lot of inner like just inner thinking and everything, just thinking about how far I've come, how strong I am now. Like, I've just learned a lot over these past 8 months. I'll just say 8 months. I'm not really sure exactly how long, but I've just developed a better understanding of who I am. I know that I am strong, but that I can't be strong all the time. And I try to have a positive mindset and put positivity out there, but not every situation. You can't just push through a hard situation by trying to be positive. Like, you can take the positives from each thing that happens in your life, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just remembering who I am, and like why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this to help other people see that there is hope out there. Like, there's so many people that message me and just say, like, I don't know how you do this. Like, you're super inspirational. You're strong for being able to do this. But it's like, I can't be strong all the time. And that's hard for me, because all I want to do is help people, and all I want to do is be there for people. But like, a lot of the times I'm there for people, and it just I don't know, sometimes I can get like distracted from what are my goals, like what I need to be whole, what I need to be complete. Like, like, I've had self-doubt in the past, and that's not anything new. And I've had people tell me a lot of things, and one of the things that really stuck out to me was that other people's opinion of you aren't really your business and don't really matter. And people's opinion that matter are the ones that are gonna raise you up when you feel down, and who are gonna talk with you through hard situations. Those people that are going to see your flaws, your insecurities, your weaknesses, and they're not going to judge you for them. They're going to try and help you. They're going to try and help you get past those insecurities. They're going to help you try to put those fear thoughts aside. And those are the people's opinions that matter. It's like, I constantly am fighting a battle within my own head with myself. Obviously, it's in my own head. It's, am I worthy enough? Or do I deserve this? Like, anytime something good starts happening for me, something in my head kind of tells me, like, you aren't enough. Like, the effort that you're putting in is meaningless. Like, and it's hard having to try and struggle through something like that. And I've become such a stronger person because of the people that have come into my life and told me things like, again, other people's opinions of you do not matter. The people's opinions that do matter are the ones that are going to be there for you. Okay. Another one that I've really been looking at a lot lately is, in a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind. I started off this journey to help myself, and I've been able to help so many people. I mean, I've talked to so many people individually through my comments and through Snapchat about the different things that I've helped them get through. People that maybe aren't as big as me, who don't think that they can do it, or that it's just too hard. Like, nothing in life that is worth it is going to be easy. I had to make the choice a year ago to stand up for myself. Over a year ago now. Because that was in February. So February would have been a year. So March, April, May. So 15 months. 15 months ago, I had to make a decision to save my own life. And through saving my own life and becoming a more healthy person, a more grounded person, somebody who can take on the role of just somebody that anybody can come to and feel free to talk with and open up to. Somebody who isn't afraid to listen to other people's fears and try and help them get through them, because I've been through a lot of these different things, those self-doubts, like I was saying, and those things that just you don't really expect, or like those times when you get really low. And I had a really low moment not that long ago, like, honestly, but I had to pull myself up, because if I just kept self-perpetuating the hurt, or kept telling myself things in my head like, oh, this is your fault, you deserve this. Like, it was always, anytime anything good was going on, my brain would always tell me that I wasn't worthy or that I didn't deserve it. But the other thing my brain would do is, when I had a mess up or I gained some weight, my brain would tell me things like, see, this is who you are. This is what you deserve. And that is so just mentally draining that, like, you try and just put on that happy face. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying, I found a new strength this year, over this past 15 months. And the person that I have become, yes, I have these doubts in myself, but I'm working on them. I'm going to therapy. I am learning to cope more with my addiction towards food. Before, I would have, again, run back into binge eating for being teased, or just not feeling enough, or just feeling all the pressure of everything coming down on me. And that's just how I would feel. But I've been working every day. Slowly, it's slow. It's not fast progress, but it is progress. Being able to believe in myself, to put those thoughts out of my head, to put those fears at rest. Because I know in the long run, I've got God on my side. He loves me. He's putting me on whatever path is going to be the one that's perfect for me. So, through all of the hard, through all of the good, through all of the struggles, through all of the triumphs, they're all making me grow. Like, I mean, I think I've said this to you guys before. I used to be so emotionally cut off because I was just so angry at the world. And it wasn't the world's fault, it was my own. But I kept making all these excuses in my head. And I was lying to myself about a bunch of things. And I would put off things, or I would push blame onto people. And, like, I just don't like doing that anymore. It's just not who I am. I'm someone who's going to stand up and I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm someone who is starting to believe in himself and can stand on his own 2 feet. I am flawed. I am a human being. I'm not perfect. Perfection is impossible for any human being. We are imperfect creatures. Okay? But it's those imperfections that make people who they are, that make them what they are, that make them individual. It's like, you can go through all these different YouTube videos of all these different people that have lost weight, and all these people that have done all this stuff. It doesn't have to be weight loss, it could be anything, okay? Trying to grow a business, anything like that. It's like, there's people that just accept stuff, and they just sit in it, and they're just like, okay, like, this is how it is, and they just kind of give up, or they get complacent, right? And I've been known to be complacent as well. Like, I can get fixated on a schedule or an eating regimen or something like that, and be fixated on it. And it's taken me a long time to learn that there's always going to be little mishaps. So there's always going to be different things that come up or get in your way, right? And it's how you react to each of those situations. Like, I'll just give you guys an example. I went to Avengers the day it came out. So I think that was April 24th, right? I went and seen it. And everything was fine. I didn't eat anything at the theater, right? But when we left, we went to a fast food restaurant, and I ordered stuff that I personally thought would be better for me than the other stuff. I'm doing a keto-inspired program right now, so I omitted as many of the carbs as I could, took off the buns, didn't get fries, all that stuff. Stayed away from the Frosties, all that stuff, okay? So I ended up eating some stuff, and over the next couple days, when I got on the scale, I had gained a bunch of weight, right? And I really just went in my head, and it was just like, everything I do, like, every time, like, I go out and I have a good time, or I feel like, well, it's just a one-time thing, it's not that big of an issue, right? I would just do it, and then I'd have all this, like, resentment against myself, because it's like, I do all this hard work, and then I do one thing that is different from the hard work, and then it just puts me that much farther back. That's how I was feeling, and it would just really bring me down, and it just really put me into a bad headspace. But I'm learning to cope more with that. I'm learning that it's like, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not ever gonna be perfect. That's just not who I am. No person is. So, like, I know this kind of seems repetitive or whatever, but it's like I had to, like, start thinking to myself, like somebody told me, like, you made the best choices you could in that situation. And regardless of what happens, you're going to go back down. Numbers, again, are not the most important thing in this journey. It is, even when you have those bad days or get knocked down, you still get back up. It's like, no matter how many times you get knocked down, it's about how many times you stand back up, dust yourself off, and you're ready for the next day. Each day is another chance to grow. Each day is another chance to learn something new. Each day is a day where you can give yourself back to God. Like, if some of you guys aren't religious, that's fine. If you guys are, great. I personally am. And, yeah, I'm just putting my life in God's hands, but I'm being proactive as much as I can be. And just working towards a future that I can see myself living in comfortably, and just being able to rely on myself more, and just be able to accept all of the things that I've said in this video, that I'm not perfect and that I'm flawed. Because those things are very hard for people to accept, that they can't just do everything perfectly. Not every situation is going to be perfect. Sometimes situations take work. Sometimes there's a bunch of different things that go into any situation. So it's like, don't beat yourself up about the small stuff. And yeah, one of the other things I've been just like reading is kind of like the serenity prayer. It's like, please God grant me the strength to accept what I can't change and give me the courage to change what I can. So it's like that. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody just throw it down in the comments. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of just like doing my own thing. I'm building myself back up. And I hope you guys are enjoying this journey. Like, I haven't really gotten too much footage these past couple of days, just because I've been going through something extremely hard, like something harder than I've ever gone through. But self-reflecting on that, it has helped me grow as a person, because I wouldn't have had these skills, or wouldn't have been told these things by somebody I cared about, that made them stick in my head. So, like, I just want to say thank you for all of you guys for sticking with me. And, yeah, sorry about being so sappy. I just wanted to give you guys some insight into me and what I've kind of been going through in May. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess a little bit of April too, but it's mostly May. But we're not going to dwell on the bad. We are going to look at the good in every situation, no matter what. Even if a situation didn't end the way you wanted it to, or the situation didn't go the way you wanted it to, or anything like that, there's still different things you can take from every interaction, anything that has happened to you. Like, try to accept the good, keep the good alive, like, push the bull out of the way, because, like, the only things that are going to matter when you think about it later are the good times. Like, nobody really wants to just sit there and ponder all the bad things. Like, people want to sit there and they want to have good thoughts. They want to think about the future. They want to think about, like, what possibilities could be out there. So it's like, don't dwell on, like, just don't dwell on the bad in any situation. Try to find the good in it, and try and just help people that might be struggling. I don't know, guys. It's kind of a little ramble video. I hope some of you guys watch it all the way through, but I mean, you never know. So, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. You guys know me. I'm Raging Robert. And if you guys want to add me on Snapchat, it's Raging Robert. If you guys want to add me on Instagram, it's RobSquad3800. The links will be, my names will be in the description box. Remember, try to find the positive in any situation, and keep living towards your best self. That's all I can really say. Till next time, guys, peace.